Up everybody, Kevin Ioli here. Hope you're having a good day. I have to ask this question. Does UFC 300 suck? I asked that question because after Dana White announced at UFC 298 a week and a half or so ago that the main event of UFC 300 would be light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira defending his title against former light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill, all of a sudden they started hearing people say the card sucked and they were disappointed. And as I look at this card, I have to admit, I don't understand it because I think UFC 300 is a fantastic fight card on paper. Obviously, we never know how good a card is going to be until they get in the ring and they fight the fights. But the minute they added Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway for the BMF title fight, they had me. That fight is going to be phenomenal. But I look at it and I say, Pereira versus Hill, which was scheduled to headline UFC 301 in Rio, moves up to headline UFC 300. That's going to be a banger. I really think that one's going to be a great slugfest between two guys that really can punch but also have versatility to their games. And Pereira is doing something really special in the short time he has been in MMA. And Jamahal Hill obviously has been getting better and better and better, and he's never lost the championship. The women's title fight between Zhang Weili and Yan Xiaonan should be fun, should be an entertaining fight. I mean, there are so many fights on this card that I look at and I say, man, I'm really excited to see that fight. The number one contenders fight at lightweight between Charles Oliveira and Arman Tsarukyan should be a really good battle. That's one that I won't miss. And if you like striking, I think the fight between former light heavyweight champion Yuri Prohaska and Alexander Rakic should be a banger as well. So I don't understand. I think there's some people that no matter what, they are going to be not be satisfied. You know, they were, as Jamahal Hill said to me when I interviewed him the other day, he said, I don't think people would have been satisfied unless it was Jesus versus Conor McGregor. And I think part of that is because of the way the fight was built up. Dana White did a great thing he really dragged this out and he was announcing each fight individually for UFC 300. And he was talking about what a great fight it would be each time he would put out a video to announce a fight on the card. And it got people really crazy. And at the end of each fight, Dana would say, this is going to be the greatest card you ever saw, doing his job as a promoter, trying to sell the fights that he's putting on. But I think what that did is it just got these expectations totally out of whack. And I think you heard people wanting to see Ronda Rousey fight. She hasn't fought in 7 years. They wanted to see Brock Lesnar fight. You know, he's over 40 years old. He's fighting in the WWE. He hasn't fought in 8 years. You know, Habib has been in retirement for 3 or 4 years. I mean, so all these fighters that people wanted to see, when they didn't show up on the card, they said they were disappointed. And I think part of that was just because Dana built it so well and got people so excited about what was to come that when they got the reality of what was coming, they were disappointed. But no, I don't think UFC 300 sucks. I think it's one of the best cards they have done in a long, long time, and I hope it delivers in the octagon. That's where it matters most. So let's hope that the fighters deliver on the promise that this card gives, and they give us a great night on April 13th in Las Vegas.